Welcome to Unity with Pam, with your host, Pam Willis-Hovey.
Good morning. I'm Betsy B. Jones II. I'm a fourth grader at Westlake Heights Elementary School, and today I'm here to interview Miss Laura Maraki. Is it okay if I ask you a few questions?
Absolutely.
Question number 1. With the spring season being such a busy time for Callaway Gardens, can you share what task you are responsible for in making the garden so beautiful?
Well, actually, what I do is I'm the manager of Birds of Prey, and so my department flies birds for education purposes every day. We do 3 different shows during the week, Monday through Friday, and all of our birds are used, 3 or 4 during a show, for education purposes. So since these birds have to be in captivity due to injury, whether physical or mental defect, we use them as winged ambassadors for their wild counterparts out there. So we have a 10:30 show, we have a 12:30 show, we have a 3:30 show. And during spring, since we are so busy, we do offer a 2 o'clock showing on Saturdays and Sundays as well. But it's not just the education programs that we do. We also have to maintain taking care of the birds, feeding them and training them as well.
Question number 2. Callaway Gardens have been around a little over 60 years. How long have you been a part of the Callaway legacy?
Well, it's actually an interesting question. I was first an intern here as an education intern in the summer of 2010, and I enjoyed the internship so much that when a position became available to work in the Birds of Prey department, I came back. So overall, I've been here 3 years total. This most recent time, 2.5 years.
Question number 3. What is the most rewarding part about your job?
Things like this, actually, VJ. Sitting down and talking about what I do. I really enjoy educating about wildlife and also talking to the future generation of stewards of the earth here. Here at Callaway Gardens, we do have an environmental education legacy, and the Birds of Prey are one way in which we can help put that message out there. We also have nature trails and everything else, bike riding, canoeing as well, that we have to offer here. So, there you go.
That is all the questions I have time for. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Unity with Pam is being brought to you by these great sponsors.
Is it possible to have a love-love relationship with your cable company? What if they were a different kind of cable company, starting with not asking you to sign a contract? What if they actually listened to what you need, instead of trying to sell you something you don't? And let's say they backed up their service with a money-back guarantee. Just to be crazy, let's say this cable company was made up of happy people who treated you like an actual human being. We're WOW, and we'd like to change the way you feel about cable companies.
Hello, my name is Tyra Anderson, and I will be interviewing Mr. Michael Buckman. Is it okay if I ask you a few questions?
Absolutely.
What are some plants that butterflies need for life stages?
Well, in the caterpillar stage, butterflies need host plants. So good examples are parsley and fennel and passion vine. And in the adult stage, butterflies need nectar sources. So plants whose flowers have a lot of nectar. And good examples of that would be milkweed, and salvias, any kind of aster, phlox, stuff like that.
What would you need to start a butterfly garden?
Well, you need the right kind of plants. That's the most important thing. Definitely want to provide the host plants for the caterpillars and the nectar sources for the adults. Most people put a lot of big, beautiful flowers in their gardens, which is important, and that attracts the adult butterflies. But you also want to have host plants, like herbs and some trees and shrubs, because those will help, those will keep the butterflies alive in the caterpillar stage.
How would you start a butterfly garden?
You want to make sure you have the right kind of area, a nice place to put a garden. You want lots of sunlight, because the butterflies are solar powered, so they need the sunlight in order to fly. And then you find the right plants and put them in. That's about all you need. because butterflies, plants work a lot better than anything that's man-made.
How do butterflies form?
How do butterflies form? Well, a butterfly's life starts out as an egg. So a female butterfly will lay an egg on the host plant. The egg hatches after 5 or 6 days, and out of the egg comes a caterpillar. The caterpillar stage, the purpose is to grow, so they do a lot of eating. And so over the course of 4 to 6 weeks, caterpillar will eat as much as it possibly can, so it's growing as much as it can. And then it goes into the chrysalis, which is the pupa stage for the butterfly. And basically inside the chrysalis, they transform from a caterpillar to an adult. That lasts about a week. And then they're in the adult stage. And that's the butterfly, that's what we know of as a butterfly.
How many butterflies do you have in your garden?
Inside of the Day Butterfly Center, the Tropical Conservatory, we have as many as 3,000 butterflies in our peak seasons. But we try to keep at least 1,000 butterflies in there at all times. Outside of the Butterfly Center, we also have lots and lots of butterflies because we plant gardens to attract native butterflies from Georgia. And so every summer we have lots of butterflies outside as well.
This has been a pleasure interviewing you.
Thank you very much.
After this commercial break, we will have another scholar interview another guest.
For more than 60 years, the Dairy Queen recipe for success has been simple. It's been a combination of hardworking people, great tasting food, and tempting treats served in our establishments every day. Although a lot has changed in 60 years, some things remain the same. The smiles on children's faces, a treat for a good report card, close friends enjoying a great meal, and families spending quality time together. Here at DQ, we are always committed to treat you right.
Welcome you to be a part of our ministry. This is not a put on, but this is a come on. And we come to share in our different ministries with our dance team, with our choir, and our TV ministry. And we're looking for great things to happen, great miracles to happen within this great thing to happen, great miracles to happen within this place. Come and be a part of the blessing plan.
Welcome back with Unity with Pam. I'm Adrian Brown, and I will be interviewing Mr. Mickey. Is it all right if I ask you a few questions?
Sure, I'd be happy to help.
How many years has Callaway Gardens been open?
We opened in 1952, so we've been open for 62 years.
How did Callaway Gardens get its name?
Callaway Gardens comes from Cason and Virginia Callaway, our founders, and it was also named after their mother, Ida Cason Callaway.
How many visitors come here in a year?
Hundreds and hundreds of thousands come and visit every year.
How do you decide which bands will perform during summer?
We love to have all kinds of bands come, and during the summer and spring we have the Atlanta Symphony Orchestra come and visit.
Who built the Pioneer Log Cabin and when was it built?
The Pioneer Log Cabin was built in the 1830s by pioneers, and it was moved to Callaway Gardens in 1959. The last family that lived there had 15 people, 2 parents and 13 children.
Who takes care of the flowers at Callaway Gardens?
Well, we all take care of the flowers at Callaway Gardens. We have a whole staff that manages each area of the gardens and takes care of the flowers. And we do produce a lot of our own plants that come here.
Will you give us some information about the yearly Fantasy of Lights?
Fantasy and Lights is our biggest display during the year. It starts at Thanksgiving and runs through the year, and it is a wonderful display of millions and millions of lights, and everybody should come and enjoy it.
Are golf lessons offered here for people wanting to learn how to play golf?
Of course. We have 2 golf courses, and we have many pros that are here to give lessons to people who want to learn how to play golf.
Are guests allowed to bring their own bikes to ride on the Discovery Bicycle Trail?
Yes, and as a matter of fact, we encourage guests to come and bring their bikes and ride. We have 10 miles of trails, and they are wonderful and lots of plants to see.
There are many things to do at Callaway Gardens. Will any new events be added in the near future?
We have the new treetop adventure that has just been added, and the zip lines. Those are very exciting and very fun.
I read that admission is free on Founders Day. Will you tell us about some of the events you have on Founder Day?
Yes, Founders Day is when the birthdays of Virginia and Case and Callaway, and the Gardens is open free for admission, and all of the events that are here in the Gardens to see are free.
Thank you for letting me interview you today.
Thank you, Adrian.
After this commercial break, we will have another scholar interview another person.
Is it possible to have a love-love relationship with your cable company? What if they were a different kind of cable company, starting with not asking you to sign a contract? What if they actually listened to what you need, instead of trying to sell you something you don't? And let's say they backed up their service with a money-back guarantee. Just to be crazy, let's say this cable company was made up of happy people who treated you like an actual human being. We're WOW, and we'd like to change the way you feel about cable companies.
Hi, welcome back to Unity with Pam. I am Jamia and I'm interviewing.
Patricia Collins, Callaway Gardens.
May you mind if I ask you any questions?
I'd be glad for you to answer questions.
What made you interested in working at Callaway Gardens?
Well, I love the out of doors. I like the philosophy of Callaway Gardens about connecting man and nature in a way that benefits both. And I just think it's a really neat place to work.
How long have you been a director at Callaway Gardens?
I've been a director for, about 10 years. I've been here for a long, long time, over 40 years.
What are some responsibilities you have here?
Some of the things that I'm responsible for are our workshops and educational programs. We do those in the fall, the spring, and the summer. We have a big symposium in January. We just had a wonderful plant fair that was over the weekend, and then I'm in charge of the volunteers that we have. We have about 300 volunteers that work all over in the horticulture areas as greeters in the different facilities. And then I'm responsible for the intern program that we have for college students to come and learn what it's like to work in a public garden or to work in horticulture or education. And then just a lot of other things. So it's a great place. I don't ever do the same thing every day. I'll repeat it. So it's a lot of variety in what we do.
Do you have fun working here?
I hope you can tell that. I do have fun working here. I like to work with plants, and I like to work with people, and so I've got the best of both worlds.
When you first started working here, where were you?
When I first started working here, I worked in the horticulture department, and I was based in the greenhouses, but I was able to work like on the wildflower trail and the holly trails and in the greenhouses and recording plant names and things like that. So a lot of what I've learned right here working at the gardens.
Sometimes do you have celebrities here?
We do. We do have celebrities come here, and it's fun to meet them and maybe get to know them a little bit.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
And after this commercial break, we'll have another scholar interview another guest.
Come into Chester's Barbecue for our world-famous mouth-watering ribs, smoked fresh on our grill daily. Or try one of our barbecue pork plates with fresh sides. Chester's has delicious sandwich combos to choose from that are sure to please. We also serve tempting home-cooked favorites. And don't forget to take home your own bottle of great sauce. Chester's Barbecue, serving the best food at the best price, with 3 locations to serve you.
Hi, my name is Kellyanna, and today I'm going to be interviewing
Rachel Crumbly. I'm the Director of Marketing and Public Relations for Callaway Gardens.
Is it okay if I ask you a few questions?
Yes, ma'am.
What do you do for Callaway Gardens?
Well, my job is to kind of tell everybody all the beautiful and wonderful things going on at Callaway Gardens so they'll come and visit. So as the seasons change, the events that we offer change, I send out press releases, we send out newsletters, we put things on the website, and alert people that way.
What do you like most about your job?
I think what I like most about my job is showing or telling people ways to enjoy being together with their friends and family. I'm giving them reasons to come together, and when they do that, they can come in and see all the beautiful things and get a better understanding of how the world works.
Do some families like to come to Callaway Gardens?
Well, thank goodness they do. We have lots of families who like to come. We have special vacation packages that can be as long as 7 days. We have a lot of people who just come for the day. So families like to come, and we've actually gotten a lot of awards because we're a great place for families.
How do they register to stay here?
When they want to stay here, they can do a couple of things. They can call us at 1-800-Callaway and talk to one of our capable agents sitting at the phones waiting for them, and they enter their information. They can also go on our website and book a room online.
So do some families like their kids to read when they come past?
I think when it's maybe raining or something, there's not as much to do. They might like for their families to read, but for the most part when they come, when parents bring their kids here, they're looking to get them outdoors and maybe read some of the signs, some of the educational information on our information that we put up to teach people about either butterflies or flowers or birds of prey. So there's lots of materials to read when you're here. But you know, if it's raining, a good book might be a good thing to do too.
Do all kids like to explore?
I haven't found many children that don't like to explore. I know my children like to explore, and most of the people I see here, the kids are walking around and learning and really amazed at what they get to see, whether it's a butterfly up close or a raptor or a bird of prey up close, or just finding a oversized pine cone or a leaf or something they think is really cool.
Thank you for letting me interview you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
Now we will have another scholar interview a different person.
For more than 60 years, the Dairy Queen recipe for success has been simple. It's been a combination of hardworking people, great tasting food, and tempting treats served in our establishments every day. Although a lot has changed in 60 years, some things remain the same. The smiles on children's faces, a treat for a good report card, close friends enjoying a great meal, and families spending quality time together. Here at DQ, we are always committed to treat you right.
Welcome you to be a part of our ministry. This is not a put on, but this is a come on. And we come to share in our different ministries with our dance team, with our choir, and our TV ministry. And we're looking for great things to happen, great miracles to happen within this great thing to happen, great miracles to happen within this place. Come and be a part of the blessing plan.
Hi, my name is Miles, and I am going to be interviewing Pastor Clyde. How are you doing today?
I'm doing fine today, Miles. How are you doing?
Good.
Good.
I know you're a pastor of Seeds of Faith, but can you share information about the Tree of Life Healthcare?
Yeah, Tree Life Healthcare is a free primary healthcare clinic where it's designed to take care of the needs, the medical needs of people that have no health insurance or the ability to pay for initial doctor visit. And we are in the process of getting things ready now and getting staff in place, but again, it's designed to not only help those who don't have any health insurance, but those who can't afford to pay for initial doctor visit.
Where is it located?
The Tree of Life is located at 1968 North Avenue in Columbus, Georgia. We're on the campus of Midtown Medical, and been there now for about 9 months or so. And we're looking forward to being able to reach out to our communities real soon.
When will you start seeing patients?
We're looking to see patients beginning, our target date is June 1st. We'll begin to see some patients at that time. And as we bring on more staff, then we'll extend our hours and begin to reach out to the general population as well.
How can people help support the clinic?
Well, two ways. We of course, want volunteers to come in and help us. We're also, of course, looking for financial assistance as well. They can go to our website at www.dqlife.org TreeLifeHealthcare.org and go on to donate to give. We have a $20 a month campaign. They can help in that effort as well. But most importantly, they can help us by coming in, and those that want to volunteer their time to help also.
Thank you for coming. And
thank you for interviewing me today, Mr. Mounds.
we will have another student interview another scholar.
Is your weight preventing you from leading a happy, healthy life? West Georgia Health in LaGrange is the only accredited center for weight loss surgery in the region to offer all 3 surgical options, and your procedure may be covered by insurance. To learn more about your weight loss surgery options, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health, so healthy together.
Hi and welcome back. I'm Kyle Jackson, and today I'll be interviewing Mr. Tom. Nice to meet you.
How you doing today?
May I ask you a few questions?
Sure, absolutely.
Well, Mr. Tom, how long have you been here?
I've been here almost 4 years. I'm retired, and we moved down here from Atlanta. This was a good place to move to, a beautiful place.
What is your favorite things to do?
What do I do, sir?
Your favorite things to do?
Well, I do whatever I want to do since I'm retired, but I'm currently the bicycle mechanic here. I took up riding cross-country on bicycles back in 1986, and so it wasn't much of a leap figuring out how to fix theirs up here in this fleet to keep it going from fixing mine.
When did you start coming?
Callaway Gardens?
Yes, sir.
I came here the first time when I was 12 years old. I was in the 8th grade. It was a school project we had won a competition for, and it's expanded considerably since then. But it's a beautiful place even then, and it's even more beautiful now.
What inspired you to work at the bike station?
Well, I come in here every morning and just look up, and it was sort of like a fairy tale. You know, just throw me in the briar patch. It's a good place to work.
Do you like having to work here?
Oh yeah, I look forward to coming here every day. It's good. You meet a lot of nice people. I had another career where everybody wasn't always nice. This is a welcome break.
Well, where did you grow up in?
I moved around a lot. My dad worked for the railroad, so I lived in most of the states in the Southeast. When I was in the Navy and military, we moved around quite a bit then. Doing the projects I was with them at that time. So but this is home. This is the last stop.
If you had something to say to a child like me, what would you say in order to be an inspiration of being a bike consumer, like a bike builder?
I got to go again.
Like, if you were saying to a child like me, what would you tell a young child to me and say, you know, to inspire them to be a bike person or someone who likes to bike and come out in the wilderness, because I'm that kind of person.
Well, number one, I wouldn't address you as a child, all right? You're a young man, okay? You got your life in front of you. Make choices, make sure you don't close any doors before you get through them, okay? So preparation is the most important thing, but your choice at your age is still hard to tell. You plan on going to college?
Yes, sir.
On average, people change their major 7 times between their freshman year and the time they graduate from college. So again, just make sure you don't close out any of your options or those doors before you get through them. So preparation is the main thing. Stay focused.
Thank you, and we'll be back with Unity with Pam.
Unity with Pam is being brought to you by these great sponsors.
Is your weight preventing you from leading a happy, healthy life? West Georgia Health in LaGrange is the only accredited center for weight loss surgery in the region to offer all 3 surgical options, and your procedure may be covered by insurance. To learn more about your weight loss surgery options, visit wghealth.org. West Georgia Health, so healthy together.
Hello, welcome back to a special edition of Unity. I hope that you have enjoyed the scholars from Wesley Heights Elementary. They are taping my show right here at Callaway's Gardens. We have the lady that put it together, was a blessing to us, Miss Rachel Crumley, She is the marketing director for Callaway's. Welcome to Unity.
Thanks for having us.
You know, there's so much going on here. We're going into April with Callaway's, so tell them what the azaleas are coming out. Got to hear about the azaleas.
Well, you know, they're a little later than we thought. We've experienced all this cold, cold weather.
True.
So if you're just now watching this, you're probably going to be lucky enough to still catch azaleas because they really haven't started. They're just peeking out right now. So we still have a peak to come in the days ahead. And so it's looking really good for the month of April to be able to see azaleas. The dogwoods are starting to blossom here. So lots of things starting to color up. So it'll be a very colorful month, which of course is what people expect here at Callaway Gardens.
They do, and you know, tell me about some of the attractions that are here at Callaway's. There's so much to see. You've added so many wonderful things. So tell my viewers about it.
Well, during here at Callaway Gardens during spring, it's special because we call it Celebrate Spring. So in addition to the color, we have special activities. It may be a wine tasting, it may be a special concert, different things. We also are gearing up for Easter. So on the 19th, we'll have Easter egg hunts. That's included with admission. On Sunday, we'll have Easter sunrise service and then Easter meals that afternoon. A special feature for spring is that we're serving lunch at the Gardens restaurant on the porch, which if you've done that in the past, you know that's a really special experience. So that's something special for Celebrate Spring. As far as attractions, when you pay admission to get into Callaway Gardens, it includes all the attractions within the gardens. So right now we're at the Discovery Center, which is a great place to start your visit so you can figure out what to do. Right nearby we have the Birds of Prey show, which during spring adds a 4th show on the weekends. So you can see raptors free fly over your head. That's really special, and get the understanding of the balance of raptors on our planet. We have the Sibley Horticultural Center where we cultivate flowers, the Callaway Brothers Azalea Bowl, and the Overlook Azalea Garden where you're primarily going to see those hybrid azaleas that are so famous. Right here at the Discovery Center also we have Treetop Adventure. That is a zip line and obstacle course that we added. We've had 2 phases added. Now we have 1 zip that goes to 700 feet over water. So that definitely adds a level of adrenaline to the experience here at Callaway, and it does require a separate ticket to do those. So that's additional to your admission. But the gardens also has the Mr. Cason's Vegetable Garden, which will show all the young plants that are going in for the season. So there's plenty to do here at Callaway.
If someone's interested in having an event here, how can they contact you?
Well, they can call us at 1-800-CALLAWAY or go to CallawayGardens.com. We can do special events. We have lots of weddings, reunions, retreats, small family getaways. So there's a lot of variety here, and we like to take care of our customers and make their dreams come true. So we can help you with whatever it is.
Well, Miss Rachel, thank you so much for doing my show. Thank you for letting the children interview the wonderful staff here.
You appreciate it.
Always show love in the community and support the show.
Thank you for watching Unity with Pam. If you would like to be a sponsor, please contact us or visit unitywithpam.org. Production for Unity with Pam is provided by